are now split apart with that block from Jeb Burton.
Austin Hill outside working with Jeb Burton. Going to be 2 laps to go when we come around this time. And there goes Daniel Hemric off the bumper of Sheldon Creed. And this is the big one here at Talladega.
Oh, my.
Got one upside down. Is that Daniel Hemric on his roof?
Upside down.
Most of the field is caught up in this wreck. Only a handful of cars are driving by us right now. I hope Daniel's okay.
Second time today we've had a car upside down at Talladega. This one happens with 2 laps to go. Ninth caution here at Talladega has led to our second red flag. We were coming back around off of turn 4, and we got word that they were in communication with driver Daniel Hemric and the 11 team. So that's really, really good news, because he was the driver in that scenario we were most concerned about after he got upside down. Here's the replay.
And we see Daniel Hemric out in the lead pretty far out. He goes up the hill to try to close that gap some. Comes down too late, right? Late block, and then kind of causes the big one, and everyone's right there. And there is some massive hits. A lot of cars to the outside wall. Yeah, and pretty much all the cars behind get caught up in this thing somehow.
I think, Joey, the closing rate was faster than Daniel could anticipate. He had just gotten too far out. And that just, it's a rubber band, and it snaps back as you see him flipping over the 11 car, Daniel Hemric.
And the safety, the AMR safety team rehearses this to make sure with the driver inside, you turn that vehicle back over very calmly, set it down very easily to protect the driver inside the cockpit of that race car. Sometimes the process can seem slow and you think urgency, but when you've been in communication with the driver, you want to make sure you do that as delicately as possible, keeping their safety in mind.
Yeah, you don't want the car to come slamming down.
And there's Daniel Hemric.
He looks to be okay, which is great.
Crowd cheering for him. Makes you feel a little better. Glad to see that. He was on his roof for a long time in this wreck. Let's take another look at this replay. So you're going to see Daniel's going to come down and try to block the 2. And when he does that, just mayhem ensues here. And you're going to see a couple combo shots of wrecks, crashes. The 91 here with a massive hit up against the outside wall, Joey.
Josh Bilicki in the 91.
Takes the camera out.
Yeah, here's a view of some of these hits into the wall. There's how Hemric gets over. The 91 takes a pretty good hit there.
Riley Herbst looked like in the 98 riding right underneath of Hemric as he went up on the wall. Chandler Smith got heavy damage.
You see a lot of these guys on the bottom, some damage, maybe not that bad, right? They're all kind of out of control spinning, but all the big hits really happen on the outside of the wall.
Austin Hill, one of the most dominant cars of the race, he gets caught up in this as well.
He and Moffitt both with just a little bit of a spin here, but I'm like Joey, I think they're a part of that group that had minimal damage as they slid down to the inside. Not a lot of contact for those 2 drivers. There goes Bilicki. I'll say this, incredible work by all of our camera folks. Had an incredibly long day today here for Cup Series qualifying, did the ARCA race, and now this extended afternoon for the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Hey, this is the worst part about Superspeedway racing, right? Like, if you look at the racing before this, man, it's awesome, and then this has to happen, and it just, you hate seeing cars get torn up. You hate seeing, oh my gosh, what a hit that was.
Never had a chance.
Just from being inside these things, you know how much it hurts to get in a wreck like that. Like, it's obviously does not feel good, and you don't want to see a driver ever get hurt or go through any of it. But that's what the speedway racing is, right? Everyone's race is so close and it's so awesome until it's not.
Austin Hill on board. He's sliding for a long time here.
Oh, he gets hit from behind there at the end.
The leaders are just trying to control the lanes. We talk about it all the time, Joey. Control the race, control the race, control the race. Sometimes these races just aren't meant to be controlled.
Yeah, and we see no one has really been able to control this race today. And when it happens at the lead, the whole pack is there waiting when you come back up.
And he did. He came back up in the spin. Took a lot of cars out in this big wreck here with just a few laps left to go.
Flash of fire coming from the Casgrala Toyota.
It looks from here they're doing a pretty good job of cleaning this wreck up. Obviously a lot of cars down there. There's so many flashing lights, cleanup vehicles and safety vehicles down there. They're starting to pull off now, which is a good sign. Some speedy dry being put down as well. So the cleanup is, they're doing a good job at rapidly cleaning this